Miss Kobayashi's Maid Dragon is seriously such a fun and peaceful series. The character dynamics every week leave me smiling, but for such a simple episode, once again, we just have Kana. She wants to go to school. Every day she sees these kids going off and they look like they're having fun, so of course a kid's gonna want to go to school. So Kobayashi, being the really nice person she is, and pretty much is Kana's mother in a lot of ways, as she has this motherly love for Kana, takes her shopping, get the supplies she needs. It's a pretty straightforward episode. They go to different supply shops. Of course, Kana wants things that are cute. It's basic. It's simple what it's doing. It's cute. It has me smiling. It just gave me a warm feeling, being like, this is a sweet kid, and we have a sweet motherly figure who's doing everything she can. But then when we get to the point where she's buying the backpack, and she's like, wow, this is actually more expensive than I thought it would be. And Kana has this like little charm, like this little charm that she was gonna get. It was like 500 yen, so like $5. But then she sees Kobayashi like not very happy about the money situation, and she goes and puts it back. But of course she notices that. And when I saw that, I was just thinking, you know what? Kobayashi is honestly one of the best characters in this season. There's a lot of fantastic main characters this season, but when I saw that, I knew exactly what was going to happen. She was going to get it for her and give it for a present. But just the fact that we have a character who brought these two characters into her home, one of which is madly in love. I mean, she even puts a sticker on her face saying, "You are Toru's property," which it was pretty damn funny. But we have a character who brought two dragons into her home, who really felt out of place in the world. Toru, who was literally stabbed and tried to be killed by humans, now has a human who's willing to take care of her, and who knows if they'll end up in a relationship. It really isn't an important thing to me. But still, she lets her in her home. But also this child who doesn't seem to have a mother, and is treating her like her mother when she doesn't have to. Spending her money, that obviously money doesn't seem to be a thing she has a ton of, but she still is willing to give her spending money to this child when she doesn't have to. And to see how much she cares for this child, how much she cares for Kana in a way she doesn't have to, makes me really like this character. If this was reversed, right? If Kobayashi was a male, and we were following a male character, I don't think we would see this type of parental love. We could. Don't get me wrong. We have Sweetness and Lightning where we see a great father figure. And there was the one in the previous season, Poco's Udon World or something like that. And there was like another situation there. But generally in this type of situation, when there's one character who wants to bang the main character and then we have like a child character, it's generally just all sexualized. But there's a sexualization, but it's just because Toru legitimately loves Kobayashi. But then we just have a kid. A normal kid who feels like a kid. A cute kid. Nothing else. And we have this perfectly motherly love. It just makes me respect this character. I think she's going to go underappreciated as being just a great main character, but I had to say it. Compliments to the author of this manga. I believe it's based off a manga. They wrote a damn good character, and Kyo Annie is just bringing this to life in such a way. I just love this character. Kobayashi is the best character in this show. She's not the most entertaining character to me. The most entertaining have to be the dragons, but she's the best character because of how pure she is and how much I respect this character. It's something to be noted. I mean, the entire comedy of this episode had me laughing to Toru misinterpreting a staple as being a torture device. There was just so many things throughout this episode that had me laughing. Even the dodgeball game at the end, it was the most brutal dodgeball game because Kana makes some friends at school, you know, but of course this like queen girl is trying to pick on her, so she fake cries to get her to feel sorry for her, but eventually they get wrapped up in these like probably like 6th grade boys or something like that in that area. Well, they challenge them to a duel, so they would leave this park alone. But Kana brings her dragon friends and they just wipe the floor, but they hold back enough, they don't kill them. But the dragons aren't having enough, and they destroy this field. I was cracking up. I love how they're kind of adding this element. We have these dragons, they're acting normal in society, but there is this kind of like, oh yeah, I would love to destroy the world. Or, hey, let's just destroy this and have a deadly game of dodgeball. There's these little moments that really just make it pop and shine and feel so different to a lot of these series that we've seen, as there's so many similarities to Kobayashi's Maid Dragon that I've seen with other anime, but because of the concept of dragons and how they're actually portraying dragons, despite them looking human, they do literally have normal dragon habits. I love it. This cast dynamic is perfect. I'm loving everything about this. This was another great episode, but the highlight to me has to be Kobayashi and how goddamn good of a character she is. I wish we had more characters like her. She's a great lead character, and I cannot wait for next week's episode. But for anyone who watched this episode, what did you think? What was your favorite point of the episode? Was it the dodgeball game? Was it just kind of going to school? What was your favorite moment? And how are you liking Kobayashi as a main character? Because she's a breath of fresh air. So let me know your thoughts as always, and please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.